up to?
Hey, it's Cowboy John today. Hop along, Youngberg. That's me. We're down here with Bob's Wild West Adventures, and we're going to have a rootin' tootin' good time. So come on back and join us, won't you, partner?
Oh, thank you, partner. Great to have you all week last week. And here he is, Cowboy John, returning to the plains. How are you, John?
I'm fine, y'all. How you doing?
Great. How now? You had a nice vacation?
Yeah, it was lovely. And came back in town, and like I joined you folks at the Braemar and, of course, the Cafe de Carlo there.
Yes, Cafe Carlo was very nice. We had a nice meal, and John, your wife keeps you in line very well.
But she does.
But you also danced on Saturday night. You're a pretty good dancer yourself, I have to admit.
Well, thank you, Jay. Thank you very much. You're too kind.
I was expecting you to bury your midriff at one point, perhaps.
I did. You missed it. I did. I had the fruit piled on my head. Every time I hear that wacky music, I go insane.
You go absolutely insane. And you were away at the cottage last week.
Yeah.
You had a nice time?
Yeah, it was the weather wasn't too great, and the bugs were huge.
I was just going to say, the mosquitoes were kind of rough on you.
Yeah, they were, so we came back into the city.
Now, did you miss me?
I did, Jay.
I was going to say, did you miss us? But
I missed you all very much, Jay, and don't get me started, I'll get weepy. You know, I watched you from the cottage.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and then the signal went out around 10 to 9, for some reason.
Oh,
Every day.
But did you enjoy the show while you were away?
Yeah, David J. Roberts did a wonderful job.
He did a very nice job, but it's very nice to have you back. Tell me all about Bob's Wild West show.
I will. Look at the way I'm dressed. Look at this. I'm Cowboy John today. I have my Canadian Tire cowboy boots, just like all the real cowboys wear. And I got my big belt buckle that picks up cable. And, yeah, so here we are. And look, I'm with Bob. Bob Frost. How are you?
Not bad. How about you?
I'm fine. Howdy, I should say.
Yeah.
You real cowboys, huh? So, Bob, how did you get going on this whole Wild West adventure? First of all, what is the Wild West adventure all about?
Well, basically, we do trail rides. What's the difference? They're an adventure rather than just simply a ride on a horse, you know. So we'll head out, and we might go out for an evening and return by moonlight at 2 or 3 in the morning, or we might go out for 5 days. It depends.
Sounds like
on
an
the
average
group.
time for me. I disappear for days at a time too.
Yeah. Well, it's good heading out, you know, and just actually it's a real good stress relief, but it is a little physically trying.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, basically it's as trying as the group wants it to be, you know, because if you stay up half the night and then you ride all day, you just get tired.
Yeah,
you know?
look at our cowboys over there. They're totally white. They're not even cowboys. They just stumbled out of the bushes. And you guys cooking something?
Basically, I think we rode into camp at about 2:30 or 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
you came into camp this morning?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, we were out riding for the night, and so we got in about 2 or 3. So yeah, they're working on very little sleep at this point because you guys get here way too early in the morning.
Yeah, we do.
You know?
And the truck got stuck. You missed all the action, folks. That's what we have news at 6. James gets the truck stuck. Anyways, so do you always come to Birds Hill Park? This is where you go all over?
Yeah, I just go where the people want to go. You know, so if a group calls me, I went out to southern or southwestern Saskatchewan, Alberta last year, you know. Wherever a group wants to go, they say, you know, like, let's go riding, and I say, well, I think that'll be fun. We do get lost every now and then, but it's okay. We've always managed to find our way back sooner or later.
Well, geez, there you go. Bob's Wild West, we have no idea where we're going towards, but it's a darn good time. It is. What are some of the stuff we're going to do today? We're going to do a little cooking and
we're going to have a campfire breakfast, you know, and you know, I won't guarantee your eggs are going to be cooked the way you want, but I'll guarantee you they'll be cooked somehow. You know?
Thanks.
And we never make any warranties on food, but when you're hungry enough, you'll eat it.
Yeah, good point. That's what I tell my kids. And we're going to learn about horses and how to get them saddled up for the trail. But we got lots to show you this morning, so y'all want to come back now. You hear, Jay?
Thank you, Cowboy John. John Youngberg out at Bob's Wild West show. We'll check in with him after the break. John Youngberg. He's at Bob's Wild West show out at Birds Hill Park. John, you're in your cowboy hat. You're ready to go.
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. That's right. I even got my little holster on.
You be careful.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have a gun or anything.
You're not wearing chaps, are you?
No, but I'm chafing a bit.
Oh, boy.
I got to use some of that Gold Bond powder.
Please put some on, get a saddle, and get out of here.
That's right. That's what I'm going to do, Jay. It's going to be a wild, wild morning. Anyways, hi, guys. John Youngberg out here in the Roughing It, Birds Hill Park, with Bob's Wild West Adventures. Now, they went to get the horses, and they should be back any minute, but they're not. So we have Cowboy Chris here, who's out taming the wild campfire, and I'm going to introduce you to some people that actually are on this ride. Come here a second. This is Ashley and Adrian. Now, this proves you don't have to look like a cowboy to be one. Now, you come over close so I won't bite. How you doing? Now, you're Ashley, right?
Yes.
Yep, see, and she was on the ride last night, and Adrian.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are awfully happy to be up all night riding horses. So how long have you been riding horses? Is this like a first time for you, or have you been doing it for a while?
No, a few years.
Yeah, a few years?
Yeah.
What's the best thing about it? Just being out in the open?
Being out outside in the moonlight like last night.
Yeah, it was a really nice night?
Yeah.
Oh, look, the horses are here. Now, which one was yours?
Mine was like the dark, inconspicuous one over there.
I think I'll start out on the little one. Actually, I should start out on a rocking horse, actually, because I'm not too good with horses. Now, you've been riding for a few years?
Yeah, pretty much since I was a youngin'.
A youngin'?
A wee youngin'.
That's cowboy talk for you city folks. Now, Bob and John just showed up with the horses. Now, how long are you on the horses at a given time?
Last night we were on for about just over 2 hours, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Pretty sore today.
Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing that with the viewers. They're sore. The little heinies are sore from riding the horses. And they're all geared up. We're going to learn a little bit about gearing it up. Now, do you have to know a lot about horses to go on these rides, or do they pretty well walk you through it?
They're really good with walking you through it, like hand gestures and stuff like that with the horses and managing them and stuff. So you're pretty safe.
You're safe.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Now, do you have to rig them up yourself, or do they take care of that?
They take care of that.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think I could get a saddle to stay on a horse. They look awfully big. Are they nice?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your day is made up of riding and camping when you go on these adventures. So far, with you
Pretty
guys
much.
anyway.
Yeah. We're mostly camping girls and mostly horseback riding girls. That's all
You
that
don't
goes
do the
on.
Wild West stunts and stuff like that?
No, we opt out of that.
Yeah, well, Bob will tell us a little bit about that, they actually do the stunts in the Wild West stuff. Bob, Cowboy Bob, come hither. I'm talking to some of your cowgirls here. Is that the political correct term?
Oh, sure.
Cow people.
Cowgirls.
That doesn't sound good either. Attack of the Cow People. Sounds like an Ed Wood movie. Okay, so the horses are here. I see you brought the little one for me.
Yeah. Well,
So
I thought, I didn't know how much you rode, so I wanted to give you something maybe you could handle right off the start.
Well, you know the merry-go-rounds at the X?
Yeah.
Well, that's about as far as I got on a horse. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
well,
too good on horses.
Actually, we're going to put you on a horse, and we'll put you out in that lake over there. It's not really a lake, it's like a big puddle, but that way if you fall off...
Have you been kicked in the head one too many times shooting a horse there, Bob?
That's a good place to fall off. Like, look at it, you can't get hurt out there, can you?
So you're really going to make me fall off a horse and do a stunt? Can I do some stunts?
I can show you how to do a stunt if you want to do it. I'll teach you.
I'll do a stunt, because you do stunts as well.
I do. I do a few, like, for movies, and we produce a Wild West show, like, although this year we're not producing the show, but we will be again soon.
Well, looking forward to it. Hey, come on back, partners. We got a lot more fun. We're going to teach you how to set up a horse properly. Is that the right term? I don't know. We'll teach you. Come on back. Yippee-i-yo.
Teach us how to set up a horse.
My hat's stuck.
John, you got to be careful with those cowboy hats.
I'm not sure.
They don't come with instructions.
Well, I got a huge melon, and I had to squeeze my hat on it, and I couldn't get it off. I started to feel dizzy. I'm okay now.
You're all right now, though?
Yeah.
You'll be okay? Now, John, I understand your dad's coming to town today.
He gets it at 5 o'clock.
Are you a little frightened, John?
No, but you know what? I'm a dad. I'm a grown-up, but when your parents come into town, you resort to being their kid again.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to have to make, hospital corners on the beds, that whole thing, Well, I'll get over it.
You be careful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Howdy, partners, out here with Bob's Wild West Adventures, and basically they had a ride last night, and they camped here, and we're going to show you a little bit of some of the cowboy stuff going on. Bob, you snuck up behind me. How you doing?
Not bad at all.
Now, who are our guests here today?
Well, this is Ginger. She's a 20-year-old quarter horse mare. And
she's a quarter horse?
Yeah, quarter horse.
Where are
That's
the other
a breed of a horse. A quarter horse is basically a quarter horse is named quarter horse because originally they were the fastest horse on a quarter-mile run. Because of their heavy muscles and their strong quarters, they can take off faster than anything else. This mare, when she was like 7 or 8 years old, she could probably hit 35 miles an hour in about 6 or 8 strides. So,
wow.
So about 30 feet you'd be going, she would sit you right back in the saddle and right out of the saddle if you didn't hang on.
I'd be in the dust if that happened.
But now she's much more mellow. She's what, she does the trail rides. She's one of my favorite horses, and so I don't work her too hard anymore.
So what about the little one? You got to get a shot of this shit. Look at that cute little horse.
Yeah, that's Rio. He's about 2.5 months old right now, and
this is Mom, I take it.
That is Mom. So he goes with her wherever she goes.
Great.
And he's a real good little guy. He doesn't wander off on me. He stays right with her. So it's pretty easy to take him on.
Yeah, I noticed he has no bridle or anything to hold him in place. Ginger's leaving.
Come back, Ginger.
A little camera-shy Ginger. Now, when someone goes out on a ride with you, all the setup is done on the horse, basically.
Yeah, I take care of everything.
They don't have to really have a knowledge of horses to really do this.
They don't. I take everybody anybody, people that have never ridden before or had a bad experience on a horse, and you know, I just spend time with them. We do really small numbers of people, so it's much more personalized than being number 29 on a string of 30 or 40 horses. So I can spend the time with them and make sure that they get the right feeling. And I've taken people out screaming the first day and galloping home in 3 days' time. You know, so
Right,
they got to have the, you know, they got to want to do it. But yeah, you know, it's not hard to ride a horse. It's a skill that you will always improve no matter how much you ride. You'll always learn something else, but it's not really a difficult task.
No.
know?
So you folks watching, if you're on the fence about doing this, don't worry about it. Because, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. Is there a number? We'll throw it out early in the show. We'll start doing that now. Is there a number they can call for information?
Yeah, they can call me at 453-7462.
Okay.
And, you know, just leave me a message on the answering machine. I'm pretty hard to get a hold of. Or call me very late at night or early in the morning. You know.
Great.
I'll answer the phone no matter what time of day it is. So.
Well, what a guy, Bob. Ginger, you're doing great. How you feel? Okay, good. Now, can we just look at the saddle setup and maybe explain to people what goes on? We got time for this? We'll get started. A little bit of time.
Basically, this is a Western saddle, and I use all Western saddles. His cinch holds it on, you know. Basically, the saddle horn, a lot of people spend a lot of time hanging on to that. It's not meant to hang on to. It's meant to, like, wrap a rope around if you're roping cows or something like that.
Which I do often.
Yeah, you know.
Anyways, Bob, we'll come back. We'll come back. Hold that thought. Didn't mean to cut you off, Bob.
No.
You don't want to upset a cowboy. They carry those six-shooter things. Hey, we got to go. We'll see you a little bit, y'all. Jay?
Yeah, it's John Beck Show. So stay tuned for that. John Youngberg, you're a cowboy.
Yes, I am. A little city slicker. Jay, hi, everybody. John Youngberg down here hanging out with Bob's Wild West Adventures, cooking up some cowboy grub. So y'all want to come back? We're going to be doing some more horseplay and having a great time. Right, Bob?
You bet.
Yeah, see? Jay?
Salmon, how are you doing on your horse there?
Well, you know, I'm not on the horse yet.
Oh, you're not on it yet?
I will be, though.
Oh, is that a promise, John?
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We're cooking up cowboy grub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you eat on these trail rides.
So do you have like a can of beans cracked open there?
No, we have a latte machine going, and we got the can of beans. Did you see Blazing Saddles?
I did. I love that movie.
Oh, that's not going to happen yet.
You have to be careful.
On the menu today, we have hash browns, bacon, and we're cooking up some eggs.
Wow, that sounds pretty good.
And we're sitting around, and Bob, Jay, I got to tell you something.
What's that?
They feed you well on these runs.
Right.
And you work hard.
Yeah.
And you play hard.
Yeah.
And you smell like a horse.
But
Sounds like a perfect weekend to me.
I was just going to say, I kind of thought you carried that smell around with you all the time.
Well, Jake, you said you weren't going to bring it up on television.
I think it's important that we address this issue right away, hit it head on.
Thanks, Jay. I'll worry about my hygiene later.
Okay, John, have fun.
Thanks, Jay. I don't know. Oh, Bob, there you are again. Well, now, like I mentioned, we're cooking up some cowboy grub. Now, when you go out on these trail rides, now, of course, you don't only serve breakfast, but is it the menu would be this is typical?
This is a typical breakfast.
Yeah.
At lunchtime, we're usually on the trail, so we take something light. We either take, you know, cheese and some cold cuts if we're in a fire restricted zone. If we can actually have a bonfire, then we'll take hot dogs with us.
Sure.
And marshmallows. And then for supper, when we get back, we usually cook up steak or something that's fairly substantial. And
funny, we started out with 5 horses. No, that wasn't nice.
No, not nice. No, those horses are my friend. You
they
can't
are your
talk like
friends.
that.
And they are nice friends, those horses. So the menu is like a nice steak or something substantial in the evening. Of course, it's fine, typical breakfast fare. Should people bring like their own snacks and stuff like this? Like, what should someone think about when they're planning one of these?
That's what they should bring. Whatever they care to drink around the bonfire at night, whatever snacks they want. I provide the meals. They provide their own snacks. Now, they don't, you know, I also will take them if they want to provide their meals too.
Okay.
I don't have to cook for them, but basically, you know.
You're a heck of a guy, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what should
I'd have to say, I think so. Yeah.
You've been around the horses too long, people. Bob, now when someone's thinking about going on one of your adventures, what should they think about wearing and what, you know, I don't want to use the word precaution, but I mean, what should they keep in mind when they're going on one of the rides?
Well, you know, I think footwear is kind of important. They want to wear something with a bit of a heel if they have it.
Canadian Tire rubber boots.
Yeah, that wouldn't work too well.
No.
You know, although that's, you know,
it's fashionable.
Your choice is like not the worst, possibly, but you know, sandals don't work well. You know, things like that. They have to remember that on these trail rides, sometimes we get into some bush riding. You know, so you should have a long sleeve shirt with you. You don't have to wear it all the time, but you should have it.
Okay.
And some kind of jeans, some kind of pants that are like fairly substantial. Just basically, And then some warm clothing, some clothing for rain, because you never know what we're going to
Oh,
get caught in,
especially now,
you know.
yeah, you never know.
Exactly. You
Okay.
know, and once you're out there, you're out there. It doesn't matter whether it turns into a blizzard.
Well, maybe not to you, Bob, but some people might think twice about that.
No, you know, actually, it just makes the adventure a little more memorable.
Well, sure it does,
you know.
sure it does. So you can basically take a city slicker and turn him into a cowboy for a few days.
Well, let's say we can take a city slicker and put him in the bush for a while.
Okay,
on a
okay,
horse.
you can't make him a cowboy. I guess that,
you
no,
know,
it just doesn't
you
work
know,
that way.
I don't think there is any real cowboys in the world anymore. you
No?
know. No, you know. If you drive a truck, you're not a real cowboy, you know.
No, I guess not, Bob.
That's right. They died in the 1880s or so, you know, so...
You're ticking off a lot of cowboys.
Yeah, probably I
What do you mean I'm not a cowboy? Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to give away, we're going to give you a 2-for-1 evening ride with Bob's Wild West Show, right?
Yep.
You give him a deal on that. Caller number 10, 947-9613, and you don't have to have any experience to be on a horse. We'll give you a 2-for-1 trail ride in the evening.
Yeah,
evening ride.
trail ride, bonfire, and a few ghost stories to make the
Ghost
ride
stories.
back through the dark.
You
a
gotta
little
have
more
ghost stories.
memorable.
Okay, listen, we're gonna go. We're gonna have a little breakfast, then get up on a horse. So you want to definitely come back for that. But right now, Jay, off to you.
Thank you, John. John, what's going on, my friend?
Home on the range. Hi guys, John Youngberg out here. Whoops. With Bob's Wild West Adventures. I'll get the hang of it. I just get, you know, the view's better without the head here. Hey, come on back. We got a lot more to show you down here with Bob's Wild West Adventures. Yippee-yi-yo, Jay.
Yes, Johnny.
Okay, easy. That wasn't so bad. Hey, come on back. We got lots more Wild West Adventures. Wrong end. With Bob's Wild West Adventures. So come on back. Let me get back up again. Gotta go.
50 plus. We'll give away those Christina Aguilera tickets in just a second. But John, what's going on?
Oh, I'm horsing around.
Oh, Johnny.
Well, you know, it's humor like that that makes us what we are.
That's why you're Winnipeg's funniest comedian.
Thanks, Jay.
I like that shirt you're wearing.
Well, it's my cowboy shirt.
That's a pretty cool shirt.
Thanks. It's my rockabilly cowboy shirt or something.
Except it's black and it's really hot outside, aren't you? Aren't you really heating up out there?
Yeah, I'm having a shower. Not only do I smell like a horse, but it's awfully warm out here.
It certainly is, John. Tell me all about the Wild West show.
I will, Jay. Hi, everybody. John Youngberg. Yes, once again here with, of course, Bob and Bob's Wild West Adventures. You see our happy riders are up there getting ready to go. Now, for the people who've never been on a horse before, you give a couple pointers as far as getting on a horse.
Oh, yeah. You know, getting on is really very basic, you know, but they get a lot of pointers about how to control their horse because, in fact, these horses are under their control. They're not going to follow the one in front of them.
Oh,
They're going to want to stay together, but, in fact, they do have to steer them and stop them and everything. So we go all through that and make sure that they understand what they're doing.
And you're with them the whole time?
You bet.
Okay.
They can't go without me.
That's right, and I just almost got my foot stepped on.
Yes.
You got to watch out for these big beasties.
They're pretty quiet, but they can hurt you because they're just big. you
Yeah,
know?
they don't
Like-
mean to.
No,
Good.
they wouldn't be.
So
No. He wouldn't step on your foot on purpose.
No,
But if he does, it's hard to get him off. You know?
Yeah,
It
well,
hurts. Like,
Thanks, Bob,
Yeah.
for preparing me for that.
yeah.
Now, okay, I guess the only thing I have to do now is get on the horse, so I'll let you narrate what I'm supposed to do.
all right. Okay. Firstly, no, you're on the wrong side of the horse at the moment.
I am?
Yes, you have to go to the other side of the horse.
Yeah, but did you see what the horse did over there? So I'm going over there now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, secondly,
Yeah,
you need to. Here, we'll throw this just over the horse.
okay,
That one bugger.
okay.
She's very quiet. Okay. Now, secondly, you got to get your reins. Okay. You never ever get on a horse without your reins. It's
Okay.
like you wouldn't get in your car without the steering wheel.
No, you
okay?
wouldn't.
Okay. Now, the correct way to do it is put that hand on this saddle horn. Okay.
Okay,
Take these reins, grab a hold of a little tuft of the hair there,
okay.
pull yourself up, kick your leg over, and you're on.
Whoa!
That's almost right.
Wait, let me go my way.
You know what? Like, we got a loose saddle going on here. You know, you. See,
Okay,
the
you had to
thing
give me
is-
one of the trick saddle.
Well, you know,
Okay, now hold the saddle.
no. I gotta tighten the saddle
Okay,
for you.
okay. He's gonna tighten the saddle. I'm gonna chat for a minute.
Yes.
See, this is live TV, folks. There we go. We're gonna tighten the saddle. Okay, now, of course, this shows you what could happen on a trail ride.
Yeah.
And Bob is here to help out. Now, their saddles weren't loose.
No, I checked theirs. I didn't expect you to be getting on this horse, actually, so I didn't tighten the saddle.
Oh, sure.
So you
Okay.
threw me a curve here.
Okay, so let's not get too tangled up here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Reins.
now you got both reins?
Reins. Tuft the hair. Saddle horn. Okay. Up. Bam. Okay.
And now,
Good.
okay, just hang on, because you got a mic there.
Okay, there we go. Anyways, listen, folks, I got on the horse. Now we're going to go for a ride. So come on back. We have a little more with Bob's Wild West Adventures. Getting on the horse was an adventure. Jay, back to you, pal.
Thank you, John. We'll stay tuned. Hey, John Youngberg, hanging out at Bob's Wild West Show. What's going on?
Howdy, Jay.
Howdy, John.
How are ya?
Yeehaw!
Yippee-yi-yi!
So, John, did you ever get on that horse?
Jay, don't you watch the show?
Oh, well, I try to, but sometimes I'm busy, well, I'm not really doing anything.
I just rode down the trail. You missed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, very good, John.
Just like the beginning of Bonanza.
That's very impressive. You're like Little Joe. Are you Little Joe or Hoss?
I'd be more like Little Joe. Don't go there.
I won't even think about it.
No.
No, when you used to have your game show hairdo in the 80s, that was a little more Michael Landon.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had the really bad hair then. Yeah. Do you ride horses? Have you ever ridden a horse?
What? Oh, no, I don't ride horses.
Well, you're 6'5", your feet would drag probably.
Exactly. They drag along the ground, and it's really inconvenient for both of us. So we just both made an agreement. Horses and I stay away from each other.
All right, well, I got to go say thank you to my guest there, Jay. Hey, I hope you had a good time with Bob's Wild West Adventures this morning. Gave you a little taste of what it's about. And Bob Frost, and I just realized it's Robert Frost. That's pretty funny. Bob, thanks again for having me out and the big breakfast. We had a great time.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
Now, you guys can continue your Wild West adventure today. The number, once again, if someone wants information, maybe join one of your rides?
Yeah, 453
Yep.
7462.
Beautiful. Well, I had fun horsing around. Join me tomorrow. I'm going to be at Tim Hortons, and I'm going to be giving away a mountain bike. So you want to tune in for that and get your little dialing finger going. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you then.
Also.